All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Round 2 has kicked off here. Our guys are ready. We are going to be getting underway very shortly. We're going to be bringing you a matchup of new Boba Fett from JTL versus the new Asajj Ventress, also from JTL. So we're going to have all 4 aspect colors represented in this match, right? I've got red, yellow, blue, green. Yes, we do.
Yeah,
We've got a little bit of everything in here.
Nice.
Okay, this is going to be good stuff. Xanda, I'll send it to you here in just a minute. Let me get this going. We're going to start off by meeting the players. All right, so this is our match. This is where we're headed. Let's meet the players real briefly. Here on the left-hand side of your screen, this is Nick hailing from Salt Lake City, Utah. And on the right-hand side of your screen,
either way. We can draw.
We've got Max from Dallas, and that, for some reason, I'm an idiot. I should have put that back up.
Max wonder if he's like me and struggling to find sweet tea in this city.
All right, let's do it, baby. All right, looks like Nick has won the roll. He'll begin the game on the button. This match brought to you by Grievous's Lightsaber Emporium. If you're in the market for a used lightsaber, make your way over to the General's Emporium. He's having a half-off sale. Everything must go in the Big Purge. Buy one, get one free.
Yeah, that's an incredible deal. Set your Nava computers, and let's get to Vesic and hop over there to the 3rd moon, and you can find that starbase.
Outstanding. Game 2 underway. Now the timer in the bottom right is it correct? Is correct within a few seconds to the actual timer here in the room this round. So I've gotten that one nailed. But the stream tables obviously get a few extra minutes of leeway. The judges have already made me aware of that, and so that will be a thing as needed. Yep, judge just gave them a signal there, off and running.
TIE Bomber. Now I'm gonna be honest, I don't know much about this Ventress.
I am really curious to see Ventress. This is a deck that I have really been looking. Sidebite, we're going to get to that between rounds. It's a longer conversation. The answer is yes, we have the data. Okay. Oh, and there's the bomber. My bad. I missed it on the left.
Ooh. Super laser tech. Love that.
Okay. I'll draw a card.
And what do we got? Oh, the tactical droid bomber.
Draw guard.
Or the droid missile.
Pershing.
Yep. And then over here, just coming in with the ye old
Super laser tech.
Super laser tech.
Still amazing.
And already, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go.
Ready? Yes, sir. Vader pilot. Okay.
Ooh, new Vader already
nice
showing his face.
Early.
That's a great card.
He's going to draw.
Let's do 7 to base, and we'll do 1 to...
Oof.
Oof.
7 to base, and then Vader comes in and pings Pershing as well.
Yep.
Wow.
Max already down 11 HP.
Fast.
That's a good question, Tyler. I'm not positive why Max is not murdering his own super laser tech using Asajj's ability.
Put Asajj up. What's her ability? I don't even know her ability, Wes. Ooh, power of the dark side.
So Asajj, as an action, can deal a damage to a friendly unit, and if you decide to do that, you can deal a damage to an enemy unit. So now he's going to go ahead and do it.
Yeah. Oh no, he's attacking.
He's going to attack. He's going to attack and then murder her.
Yeah.
And then murder. Yep. Get the free damage out of it. He does go ahead and play Power of the Dark Side, which clears the TIE Bomber. But man, what damage has already been done here?
And he's going to get whacked with that Vader again.
Yes, he is. That's going to be 7 more to the face here in just a moment. That new Vader pilot, I feel like, is very underrated.
Surprise strike.
Oh.
Brutal.
For a 10 spot.
For a 10 spot, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
Activate Boba for another indirect.
And yes, Boba can activate there to provide another one, another indirect off of Vader's ping.
12, so I'm going to switch that to 10. Yep.
Wow. Already at 22
we're on the
damage
we're on,
to the
we're on
base.
turn 4, and it's 21 on for Max here on the right-hand side of your screen. 22, excuse me. All right, coming in with the Clan Saxon Gauntlet, which immediately gets waylaid.
Oh, God.
Immediately just, nope, that's going away. Max going to take the initiative. Got to come up with something here. Probably to put that Gauntlet down again, knowing he's got to get something in space to stop Vader swinging lethal. Well, Vader doesn't have lethal, but he's close.
He's real close. A surprise strike is lethal.
A surprise strike would be lethal. We can't see Nick's hand.
Let's go ahead. Replay. I know. It's my bag.
Coming-
5, all no glory.
Coming back with no glory, only
we go.
results here.
I think I just deploy Boba on the ground right now.
Let's play Ruthless.
Oh,
So 2 to base, 2 there. Then I'll ping 1. So I guess 3 to base, technically.
Yep. 25 on now for Max. Only 2 resources here.
like 6 minutes in, too.
Yeah, we're barely into this game, and Boba is just steamrollering this match.
Looking good, good sir.
Excuse me. Chad is pointing out that Ventress works. The enemy unit you ping has to be in the same arena. That's why he couldn't do it with the super
okay.
laser tech.
So flip, do 4 to base.
Boba coming out on the ground.
That's it. I mean, a super laser blast could
I
save him.
mean, Max is still on the button here. He's 1 health remaining. He might. I mean, he would need an SLB, but I mean, a single Raider here for Nick would just
Yeah,
seal
it would
the deal.
finish it.
So
finish it
even
off.
if Max has a board clear in his hand, he's sitting on a Black Sun Starfighter. I'm trying to see what else is in there.
I think I'm cooked.
Yeah. I don't-
Yeah, Max, we think
He's
you're
gonna
cooked too,
scoop.
buddy.
yeah,
Like, I don't know.
He's got
Like,
great cards
He's
in
got
his
to block.
hand,
Yeah,
but-
he's got great cards, but he's got to block both lanes in one
Yeah,
action, and he can't do it.
Yeah.
So a super quick victory here in round 1, in game 1 for Nick.
Hoped. Yeah. Well, yeah, I would have killed that, and I would crashed and did the 2 to the base.
Well, it's sideboard time already here in round 2.
I would love to sideboard.
So then the
Yeah, Max is very interested in sideboarding right now.
I can absolutely understand why.
Nick's going to go to his sideboard, too.
Mm-hmm.
This is where I need to learn more, is how to use my sideboard properly.
I think I stopped my
There's definitely an art to it. And I think there's an art not only into building it, but knowing. I think when you have a sideboard in certain matches, it becomes, I won't say it becomes obvious, but you can generally relatively quickly figure out what you want to pull in.
Yeah.
I think the harder, the more critical
to
skill to
take
learn
out.
is what to take out.
Yeah.
Or more importantly, what not to take out. Because you've put all those cards in your main deck for a very valid, very important reason.
Yeah.
And you don't want to be taking anything out that's going to be critical to whatever game plan it is that you're trying to execute.
I wonder if I just put it all in. Oh, I don't have these for it. I'm cooked. Okay.
I love that new Boba showcase too. That
Oh, it's so
showcase, that
pretty.
new Boba showcase art is so good. Somebody was arguing with me the other night. We were playing on stream on Monday night, right? You and I, when I was playing my Phasma deck because I just gotten my showcase Phasma in.
Yeah.
And
Why didn't you play Boba?
And I was basically saying that I feel like Phasma's showcase art is the best showcase art out of Jump to Lightspeed. And somebody in chat was like, no, it's absolutely Boba. And you
It's
know
a
what?
pretty close tie.
I'd say they have a very valid argument.
Yeah,
Truth be told.
it's pretty pretty.
Yeah. Because. Kicking Sonic.
Well, it's an interesting question, Hyperspace. If I'm seeing Max's set correctly, everything is double sleeved. Yeah, in fact, I can tell right now Max's deck is double sleeved, and double sleeving your sideboard on top of your main deck becomes a
Very
real pain
difficult.
real pain in the yin yang. So yeah, it was Super Rider. Yep, he's in chat today.
It's not Dallas.
Um,
Fort Worth? Is that?
Oh, Fort Worth. Okay.
yeah, I mean, they got lots of time though. That game went so fast.
Yeah,
Take your time
time
sideboarding.
is probably not going to be a
Not a
factor in this
factor in
match.
this
I don't
matchup
believe.
at
No,
all.
I don't believe so. I was really curious to see new Asajj. This is a leader that I've looked at and thought, we
I
talked.
glanced it right over based on base stats. Like, glanced right over.
Really?
I don't think
She's
it's
4/6 with grit, or you can deploy her as a pilot,
Yeah.
and that gives grit,
Grit
to
to the
to
pilot.
the vehicle unit
I
she
don't
deploys
know.
to. That can be
The
massive.
4/6 seemed a little low,
Yeah.
but
4/6
I could
for
be
6
totally
is not
wrong.
terrible. Like it's maybe a little off curve.
Yeah.
But that grid is worth something, and you're paying a little extra for it.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Her pilot ability, and I'll put her up real briefly. We can do that real quick. I've got to come back to the main screen to do that. Give me a moment.
Long trip.
Come on. When I hit this button, Stream Deck, there we go.
Sorry.
So, like,
3 hours. Not bad.
I'll just show you the front side, and I'll leave it up here, right? So, deal damage to friendly unit,
I don't know.
deal damage to an enemy unit in the same arena. So she cannot. So, for example, we were talking about SLT and Pershing. She couldn't murder the SLT and damage Pershing, right?
Yeah.
There has to be an enemy unit across from her in that arena for her ability to apply.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's something that I had missed in a
So,
little subtlety that chat was pointing
I mean,
out.
right there, it makes it only 50% effective, the action.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, again, I think it's why I kind of glanced over.
Yeah.
Now, again, I never pulled her in
Oop.
a
Gotta take that off the
I
screen.
never pulled her in
You used it.
pre-release, so I never even thought about playing
Yeah,
her.
give it a sec. It's going to look ugly until the there we go. So then there's the leader unit, right? 4/6 with grit for 6, or she can have a similar ability when she deploys. So there's a lot to like here, I think. But I also know that there's
She
a
just
lot of
feels
people out there,
understated to me for 6 resources.
which is reasonable. I think the same kind
But
of shell
that's-
that you would normally build out of like Kira, a lot of folks maybe would prefer to stick with Kira rather than go with Asajj.
Yeah. I don't know. The Kira flip is what makes Kira so great.
Yeah.
Such a great
I
leader.
don't really want to waylay.
Yeah.
Chad asking if the lists are available. They are, but because
can't share 'em.
we cannot share that
Not till
information
top
while the
8,
tournament
guys,
is going on,
unfortunately.
guys.
Yeah.
So, yes, we have access to them. No, you can't see it because people could watch the stream and have access to list information that they should not have while they're participating in the event.
That's not fair especially if they win a lot of games. You could go back and look at their deck list, and that's just not fair to them.
Exactly.
We're ready to rock on
We are
game
indeed.
2.
All right, Max starting on the button here in Game 2, underway, starting
Pershing
just
again.
like he did in Game 1.
At exact start.
Yeah, it feels like we've seen this before, doesn't it?
Exact start. I like that TIE bomber. I like it even better if you can get a pilot on it.
I think the Bomber's actually one of the better cards in the set, especially in these indirect matchups. Like, the indirect damage is so fascinating because it just puts
There
such
we go.
interesting pressure on your opponent.
There we go.
Now, that's exactly something Max needed last game.
Yeah.
A Space Sentinel there
Oh,
with a
man,
3-2 in
but
the
that
air,
Vader
and already
again.
with the Vader coming in.
Well, we can. I'll ping. Yeah.
That was a good ping.
Why not? I mean,
Yeah.
he's going to die anyway.
Complicated, but so I'm gonna attack into it.
Okay.
But I'm gonna ping with Vader first,
Okay.
and the indirect goes.
Okay, so that way he doesn't take the damage back, but and then the indirect goes where he wants the indirect to go.
One ping to base, and then the indirect will pour indirect however you want to put it.
Yeah, indirect then just can go wherever he wishes it to go. Okay, he does end up putting most of it on his base. Pershing does soak one. He does draw
Yeah.
another card. and
Well, that's
then
what
moving on.
Pershing's for.
Yep.
Take that damage. Hopefully you get enough cards out of it. But
Yep. Yeah, these guys are using the bases, the new hyperfoil bases out of the new deck pods, so they're a little more difficult to see than they would normally be for a base unit.
Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah,
where they're from.
That's what. Yeah, those are the hyperfoil bases you can get out of the deck pods now. Coming in with an IG 2000.
One there, then Boba Ping.
He's going to take it out.
Good lad. Let's go ahead and draw a card.
Okay.
Pershing's going to murder himself to continue that hand advantage for Max. Damage not piling up quite as quickly this game as it did last game. Vader coming in around early, but choosing to use his attack to clear the board. So this should be, that is a whole mountain of damage.
So murderous.
It's 3, yeah, it's 7 more. Already 10 on for Max here.
I just don't think Max can get deep enough into this game.
He's got to figure it out. I'm sitting here saying, like, there must be a way. I don't know. Maybe there's not. But
Maybe there's not.
Maybe there's not. Maybe there literally isn't. Going to start off with new Iden on the ground here.
And this,
Max desperately needing something like a Corvus. Anything with Restore. I'm looking at his hand. I'm trying to see what he's got in there.
Well, doesn't Iden have Restore?
No, I don't believe that this Iden version does she?
so I'll do
Comes
No,
in shielded.
she comes in shielded, and she grants a shielded
Yeah.
shield to a unit when she
base, then 4 indirect.
moves things in. So 6 to base and 4
4
indirect.
indirect.
He pings the shield off of Iden.
So now you got to.
2 and 2.
Now he's got to figure out where to put all this damage. Going 2 and 2.
Wow.
So already 18 damage on Max's base.
And he's
Both,
got,
yes, this is only round 2, guys.
and
Both
he's got
players
the
are 1-0.
IG out, so he's going to get, wow.
Well, no,
Another
this is
3
just
in.
IG space unit. All right,
Oh,
coming in with an
there we
OB.
go.
6 total.
Let's see if he can stabilize here.
Yep.
There we go.
Going to clear the Vader.
Love that card.
Yep, all of it going into that bomber. He had to get rid. But I mean, dear
Oh.
God, the amount of damage that bomber did.
Another
A surprise strike for
now.
6. I think
This is why cunning is just so lethal.
Yeah.
Its
Brutal.
combos that you can just put with any card are just awesome.
He pinged the shield with Vader, guys. He didn't put the damage. The indirect damage didn't kill the shield on Iden.
Yeah.
Vader killed the
Vader
shield on
killed it.
Iden. Hold on.
Okay, let's do this.
Okay. I'll do Gorilla Soldier.
Okay. So
3 indirects. If he goes to base, he readies.
that's so gross.
Yeah, I agree. That Gorilla Soldier max is very gross.
Yep. The Gorilla Soldier is such a good card here.
Yeah, I love the indirect.
Yeah.
There we go.
I think I just have to take it.
And looking at a perilous position here coming in on the right. Tapping down IG, but dear God, is he down to
Oh.
he's down to 2 HP already?
And he let it readied. Well, he just traded it off. Yeah, he's down to 2 hit points. Two health on the base.
Oh, he's got another one. 28 damage on Max's base. He's just trying. He's scrambling to find any solution that he can as Nick brings out another unit of Zygerian Starhopper.
I don't think I have anything, at least in hand. I could flip. Couldn't kill.
Yeah, he flips, but then Nick claims, and that's it.
Maybe I can.
I mean, I think if, like Max has to claim here. Like, if he doesn't claim, Nick's just gonna he's just gonna scoop it up.
He's just gonna scoop it
yeah,
up.
there's
Aw,
nothing he
bummer.
can do.
That
I
was super
feel
fast.
bad for Max. That was a rough match. He
That-
just got run
is a
roughshod
matchup-
over.
That's a matchup that's really we might see that might be rough today is control decks against indirect damage.
Well, it's
because
interesting.
it does exactly what you don't want.
Well, and we talked about this. You know, one of the reasons we talked about the leader breakdown being where it was, right? And that new Boba has moved up to be almost like he's almost caught Quinlan for second place, right? And I think a game like this, a match like this, showcases expressly why
Yeah.
that occurs.
Yeah.
Because there are not unlike Django, there are cards and lines and combos in that deck. It can just fire off an immense amount of
Yeah.
damage in a very short amount of time.
Yeah, we saw it.
I mean, we literally just watched it.
We literally just
Like,
watched it.
Yeah, that was rough. Well, guys, listen.